guys. I gotta wear polos and button-ups to work. Oh damn, as soon as I was about to spit a bar, that shit cut me off. Came in too late. It up, white t-shirt, all the collars and the cuffs. Don't make me call you bluff, cause I'm probably double up. Work in the office, but I've been on that corner, bruh. So I know that ugly stuff, that real greedy street shit. And I mean this, but I lean quick against the water fountain while I'm discussing new plans for work and dedication. Man, it might just get you hurt that I can cross over so many fields. Been on this side, but the other side is real, and I got them skills that overlap. Refundable, my quarterback. I'm a gangster with a job. I'm a gangster with a job. I'm a gangster with a job. I'm a gangster with a. My co-workers try to be on my social media. I tell them hard. I tell them hell nah, man. You might think I'm greedier than the average bear, and I don't care. Everywhere. I got the I found the perfect medium, yo. Wait a minute.
Every time I go to work, nigga, I be acting proper, like hi. My name is Timothy. I don't do drugs or got hoes nor enemies. And thank you for hiring me. I love this vicinity. Yeah, some of us just ain't who we pretend to be. I feel like I can knock everybody out off the Hennessy. I feel like every time I go to work, nigga, I be acting proper, like hi. My name is Timothy. I don't do drugs or got hoes nor enemies. And thank you for hiring me. I love this vicinity. Yeah, some of us just ain't who we pretend to be. I feel like I can knock everybody out off the Hennessy. I feel like
Every time I go to work, nigga, I be acting proper. Like, hi, I'm Timothy. I don't got no hoes, no something. I don't do drugs or got enemies. Right? Who I pretend to be. I feel like I can knock all these niggas out off that Hennessy. Half my co-workers wouldn't even know. And they don't even know. But I do like dressing nice at work. Like I said, I always work in a factory and goddamn construction sites. I'm used to steel-toe boots, hard hats, fucking reflective vests, working in the cold, climbing up motherfucking ladders. Never again. I said I'm done with all that shit. Now I'm Himothy. It's nice to meet you. I just be chill. I'm trying to find some old work photos. Uh-uh. And I ain't gonna lie, yo. I don't mind like physical labor, manual labor. I like working with my hands, yo. That shit. I don't know. I would say fun, but I guess it is kind of fun, yo. Working with your hands, putting shit together, building shit, making shit work. I like doing that stuff. Yeah, and when I was doing like construction work and shit, like I always thought like, how the fuck can somebody sit at an office all day and sit at a desk and just sit in one spot all fucking day and just do the same thing every day in the same spot? I was like, that shit seemed like jail almost. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could work in the office. But luckily, I do work in the office now, but my shit ain't always at my desk. I do all kind of shit. It does, man. It really does. Like, if you learn a tradesman, like, it's a craft. Everything is an art form and a craft. And people say, oh, it's monotonous, routine shit over and over, and anybody can do it, but it's still craftsmanship to an extent. You know what I'm saying? Building a house, like the framers, the math you gotta know for that shit to frame a house and just how a house should be framed, that's an art form in that motherfucker. And then doing plumbing or any fucking thing, yo. Electricity, knowing how many voltages can go through what wire, and I don't know, I like all the trades. Mechanics can take a car apart, put that bitch back together. There's art to that shit.
A lot of people are stressing out and worrying because right now the governments and their handlers are basically expediting everything. It seems like they have put everything on fast track. And I want people to know that that's a good thing. As much as it seems like it's not, it is a good thing. From the 15 years that I've studied these people and their psychology, they're very methodical. They're very slow in their approach. And they're also very hidden in the background. And when a narcissist loses control over its victims, they begin to actually malfunction. And that executive function basically then starts to go into overdrive and their ego takes over. And this is what's happening right now, is their ego has taken over so bad that they are all over the place. I mean, if we look at the last year, usually they run one narrative for years so that it sticks. But in the last year, they lost the COVID narrative, and then they went into World War III. No one paid attention to that. So then they went into global warming. People have stopped paying attention to that as well. So then they went to try to go back into the COVID narrative. No one was listening. So now they're going into aliens. It's basically like watching monkeys at a zoo throw feces at each other, hoping one sticks. And the worst part is they're using the exact same tactics. They're calling us names. They're calling us conspiracy theorists. A lot of
Well, she said it. She said it exactly the way I said it. I said it basically the exact same way. Like, I can't hardly say it no better. But I noticed this shit with the 9/11 woke me up really. And so they always got to keep, they, in the past 40 or 50 years, they've been trying to keep a global fear tactic. It was nuclear warfare, and um, the risk of another third world war. They played that for a while, and then after the Cold War and all that shit died down, now the climate change came in, and they ran climate change for a while, and people stopped listening. Then they ran the terrorist thing for years and years, and now people don't worry about the terrorists no more. And then it was the pandemic, and then like she says, now they got to throw more and more shit because we got the information. Motherfuckers can talk to each other now. And, and scientists who are on the fringe, are on the outskirts, who tell their other constituencies and their peers that, hey, I have a set of data that contradicts the main narrative. And those people who would normally get silenced, they don't get silenced anymore. Because there's all kind of platforms to get your information out. A lot of them get unalived for putting the information out there, but you can't hide it anymore. You know what I'm saying? And now with global communication, we know that there is this shadowy type organization that really rules through military might and industrial economic might. And they actually pull a lot of the strings. And so now, like she said, in just the last couple of years, we've had, went back to global warming, pandemic, aliens, another pandemic, World War III. And people are like, is it that bad though? Are we all that crazy? Is the global society allowing all of this to happen? And I understand that there are still like deep-rooted disagreements and lack of communication between several nations and everything. But is things really as bad as they make it seem for us? You know? And are these leaders really taking our interest in heart? And so now my thing too is I think that 9/11 really did wake a lot of people up. Luckily I was young. I was younger. I was like 19 or 20. And so yeah, so that got me started early, really trying to pay attention to what's going on. And I think this pandemic has allowed a whole nother set of people to critically question things, deeply and sincerely and objectively question the narrative. And once people start questioning things, you get a lot of doubt. And once people start doubting things, especially institutions, founding institutions, and governing institutions, once people start questioning and doubting these sets of organizations, it won't take long for a change to happen. And so my main question that I've been asking people as of late is everything that they told us the first time and all the mandates that were implemented the first time, from getting the and wearing the and not being able to stand so close to people, all of that stuff the first time around, the question is, now that so much information has come out about it, this second time around, do you think as many people will comply if mandates are put back into effect. And almost everybody I asked, well, not even almost, everyone that I have asked has said no. They can say it's whatever. They can say it's more dangerous. They can say whatever they want to say, and then on top of that, they can issue whatever mandates they want to, and people say, I'm not gonna play the game. I'm not doing it this time. So we're at a very, very precarious point right now, and I honestly think it's looking good for the home team.
A lot of people are stressing out and worrying because right now the governments and their handlers are basically expediting everything. It seems like they have put everything on fast track. And I want people to know that that's a good thing. As much as it's like it's not, it is a good thing.
Japan is living in the future. You know, they sell these things at the 7-Eleven over there where you pull this string and it heats up your food free. You don't gotta go home, put it in the microwave. You just literally walk out the store and it heats up. Look at it even starts to steam up. You can see the smoke. It starts getting, look at that. Well, we're living in the futures. They probably have flying cars over there by now. Like, what? From Japan.
What up, bro? You lit your man. Yo, my bad, bro. Let me, cause the memes and the reels, them shits be fucking killing me. Oh, I do need to check one thing. So I did, I uploaded a video. No, I uploaded some shorts. And they're not getting a lot of views. They've gotten some views, but we'll see. Because I don't normally upload shorts. So I just wanted to see what kind of traffic I can get if I do actually like add some shorts to my YouTube page. Oh, so what's good? Man, it's so hot. My day was, it wasn't hard, but it was busy. I ain't gonna lie, I feel kind of tired, but I know I need to paint for a little while. Get a good hour or so on these brushes. Yesterday, I spent about 2 hours on Midjourney, and I really did get some images that I'm liking. Just trying to make giants. It's hard to. Like I say, man, if you tell the AI to make a giant, it think it's a monster or some hideous creature. It's a giant. But I want like, and then if you say tall or extremely tall man, they don't really. They make them look like a regular tall person and not tall like a giant, but looking like a regular person. So I've actually manipulated enough images to get it to look like fucking giants. So I'm happy with that. So now I just want to play around with these a little bit and see if I can change some of the settings or the scenery. But if not, I have like other backgrounds, like other images that have cool backgrounds, and I can just like use two images together, I guess, and just use the background for one and the foreground for one. Oh, that's not real set. Yeah, that motherfucker look like a giant compared to everybody else now. That's what I was trying to go for, some shit like that. You see all the people are little as fuck around this tall ass black person. This one looks okay, but I want him to be taller than that. And I really didn't like that armor too much. I might I might try to remix that one. I like this armor. So I might have to use some of these. And look at the hand. The hand is perfect now. Just earlier this year, this shit couldn't make hands, and they're not always perfect. No, they're definitely not always right, but them shits are getting a lot better. But yeah, so now, like I said, I have giant humans, which is I wanted to be a black man with locks. So we have these giant humans with this futuristic armor. So I just got to figure out like which composition I want to use. So I like that. That's the last one I did. So we'll come up with something. We're getting close. It's almost time for us to actually start using these things. But that's not the first image I want to do. The first image I want to do is maybe like a cityscape. But I'll probably work on some more of that later this evening. right now we just want to get this one done. That's our goal for now, is to finish this one up. Like I know I don't normally have a pause in between paintings, but I think after I finish this one, I'll just have more time to focus on the digital art, because the digital art is a two-part thing. I'm trying to help generate the reference images, and then I'll have to paint it. Whereas, you know, for everything else, I just snap a picture and I'm done. So, trying to get this machine to do what I want it to do is taking longer than I thought it would. But I'm getting better at it. So, and I think what I should do is just, when it's time to just focus on that and nothing else, instead of trying to do this and focus on digital art at the same time. But it's definitely coming together. Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? We just learned how to speak to it got voice. Like talk to it, or type to it, or text to it. Because that shit is, I don't know. If you Chat GPT is so well formatted that you can just talk to it. Just talk to it like you normally talk, and it'll give you that shit back, bro. So I just used it right before I left work today. He said it's the reason I'm graduating college. Bro, it is the best tool since the internet. I'm trying to tell everybody, bro. This is the best tool since the internet, man. Like, this is literally internet 2.0. So I have to every once in a while I do a write-up for different participants who come through our organization and just use our services and stuff. And so I in the office, I do what's called workforce development, where we basically help people do job search and try to find a job that relates to their skills, and then help them write a resume. Yeah, you gotta write. You gotta write most of the shit. You gotta write most of it, plug it in, and then tell it to spit you some shit out, and then you take that and then you edit it a little bit, then you good. It's still original, the bulk of it. So I work in the office helping people get jobs, but I also teach in the prison, trying to give the guys some life skill coaching lessons and stuff. And I tell everybody inside, man, when you get out, if you need anything, come holler at me. Just come to the office, and then we can continue on the process of just getting you squared away. And maybe 1 out of 10 people actually come through. But every once in a while, we have to write up, just like, it's just called a write-up. That's what it is, on a participant, about something positive that happened through, our department or whatever. Just something positive to use for our impact report at the end of the year, or just to share with the public. And so, my director asked me if I could do a write-up this month, and I was like, yeah. She's like, you got somebody to write something about? I'm like, yeah. The one dude, he was inside for a few months. He was in there for like 2-3 months, at least 3 months. And you know what I'm saying, he always participated in everything, came to all the classes, and when he said he was gonna get out, he was gonna come holler at me. He did. We helped him square away some applications, and he got some interviews, and in a couple of weeks he was already working. You know what I'm saying? It's just like following through, man. All you gotta do is follow through. And so I was going to use him as an example for my write-up for this month. And so I don't even go to Word to write shit no more. When I write anything, I go straight to chat. I go to chat, and that's where I type all my shit into GPT. And so what I wrote was create a professional, fun, and motivational write-up about a participant of my organization to use in our impact report. Here are some details. I met blank blank at Lackawanna County Prison while instructing life skills classes. He attended every class and would give thoughtful insight on many topics and always participated in group discussions. When he was informed of his release date, he assured me that he would come to the Lead Center to utilize any resources that could benefit him on the outside. His commitment and dedication to bettering himself is shown in all his actions, unlike some individuals who go right back to their former ways and tendencies. Without having a robust support network, he was able to stay self-motivated and maintain a positive attitude. Within a few weeks, he started working at the Salvation Army and found decent housing for himself. He has proven that our past mistakes don't define who we are, and if you apply yourself and stay focused on your goals, anything is possible. So that's what I wrote, and I typed that in the chat, and so I sent that bitch in, and then so oh, that's my input, and this is what it gave me back off of my little bit of input. And it's all the same things, it just structures it different, words it a different way. It is with great pleasure and pride that I share with you a remarkable journey of XYZ, a participant in our organization life skill program at Lackawanna County Prison. His story is a shining example of resilience, determination, and the transformative power of education and support. I first met him during his time incarcerated at LCP. From the very beginning, it was evident that he possessed a unique drive to better himself. His active participation in group discussions and thoughtful insight on various topics made a significant impact on our sessions. He was not only an attentive learner, but also a source of inspiration for his fellow participants. What truly sets him apart is his unwavering commitment to self-motivation. When he learned about his impending release, he made a promise that he would continue his journey towards positive change. He expressed his intentions to visit the Lead Center and tap into resources available to him on the outside, demonstrating his determination to break the cycle and create a brighter future. His journey serves as a powerful testament to the fact that our past mistakes need not define our future. Despite facing challenges of reintegration without a robust support network, he remained self-motivated and maintained a remarkably positive attitude. And it goes on and on and on, and it's just like, it just makes it sound better and lengthens it. And then, I mean, the response that it gave me, do I have to use the whole thing? No, I can probably shorten it a little bit, I can even copy what it gives me. I can copy it, paste it right back into it, and say, write this in a shorter, more concise message, and it'll shorten it for you. So whatever you want to do with that shit, bro, off of whatever little input. And like I say, the input that I put in, somebody would have been like, well, that's fine, you can just use that, and it doesn't sound bad, but I don't know, chat just makes that shit way better. Oh, bruh, because when she asked me to do it, and I emailed her like less than an hour later, because I ain't hop on it right away, because I already knew how I was going to do that shit anyway. So it was like right before lunch. She's like, oh, you mind doing a write-up? I got it, no problem. I got the perfect person. I'll do a write-up on it. Went to lunch, came back. And then I just fucking copy. See, now what you do is, you don't copy and paste it as an email. You copy it and paste it in a Word document. So it looks like you created So you paste it in the Word document, save it as a Word file, and then I emailed her that. And she was like, "Oh, this is pretty good. I know it. I know it's pretty good. Thank you for telling me. You know, me and my AI assistant handled that pronto. You need anything else? I hit this enter button faster than a motherfucker. Yo, chat, I need your assistance." And then they got the new feature where you can put like information about yourself and sort of pull from more specific sources pertaining to you. And so now my shit be like, "Certainly, Travis, I can help you with that." Or, "Yes, Travis, no problem." And, "Oh, we know that you are a lover of art, so this and this and this." I'm like, there you go, chat. Make that shit specific for me. Make it sound like I'm talking now. Make it sound like me. And at the same time, like, I'm not the greatest writer, but like the shit that I read previous, like I'm not a terrible. I can write. I know how to write some shit. I can read a lot. I know how to write a little bit. But would I have made it that extensive? Hell no. I would not have. No way in hell would I have written that much on it though. So I could have extended it a little bit. Yo, my man's too nice with them beats, boy. Instrumentals just be, He said when he sent down, he was like, on my Griselda shit. I'm like, I can kind of hear Conway or what's the other boy? The Butcher coming. Benny the Butcher. I can kind of hear them on that beat. I feel you on that. Griselda. Yo, Benny the Butcher, that dude though. Alright, he said that was his Griselda shit. He said this is Nas shit right here.
KK Bandy.
I don't know, can you hear Nas on this? Yeah. Baby in the mood. Can I paint you in your blue? Can I paint you in the nude? My shit is so true, cause baby in the mood. Can I paint you in your blue? Can I paint you in your nude? Cause I'm so true. Can I paint you in the nude? Cause I'm so true. Can I paint you in the blue? Can I paint you in your blue? Can I paint you in your nude? Can I paint you in the baby in the mood? Can I paint you in your blue? Can I paint you in the nude? You know I'm so true. Can I paint you in the mood? Can I paint you in your blue? Can I paint you in the nude? Baby, I'm so true. Can I paint you in the nude? Can I paint your every mood? Can I paint you when you're blue? Can I paint you when you're nude? 'Cause baby girl, I'm so true. Can I paint you every mood? Can I paint you when you're blue? 'Cause baby girl, I'm so true. Ba-ba-ba-dun. Some nice shit. Okay. He said this is Thug's story. Okay. Every thug got a story, I guess, so to speak. You know the craziest thing about thugs? Most thugs wouldn't even consider themselves a thug. They don't even see themselves in that light. But when they tell their story, it be some thuggish ass shit. Ooh, I can kind of hear that on there. Villains always think they're doing the right thing. I ain't no thug. Well, tell that story again. You know what? It has like some thuggish moments in there, but then that's when motherfuckers force me to act like that. But you act like that all the time, cause motherfuckers always see. Look at you now. Thug story. Look what you made me do. Hey man, we all got to do a little victim blaming every now and again. Just a little bit. This wouldn't have happened if you didn't. I wouldn't have had to, but you. No, come on, man. You ain't never blamed the victim. I ain't gonna lie. I immediately victim blame. I can't help it. You seen such and such? She got a black eye. I wonder what the fuck she did. I wonder what you did. Motherfucker just. I mean, it. That knockout game that the motherfuckers had back in the day. That was stupid, crazy, dangerous. It was just, I don't know, senseless violence. But normally, motherfuckers just don't go around punching strangers in the face. They just don't. It's that normally doesn't. I have lived 42 years on planet Earth, and no one has ever punched me in the face randomly out of the blue. It has never happened. I hope it never does happen to me. But no random person just ever like come and like cold clock me for no reason. So why she got a black eye? I wonder what she did. Huh? What she do? What you do to somebody to make them punch you in your face? How's you victim blame it? I'm just asking the question. I just want to know the scenario. Just tell me the scenario. See? It kind of sounds like you deserve that a little bit, don't you think? Nobody deserves it. Well, I mean, in most instances, nobody deserves physical harm. This is true. This is very true. Look what you made me do. Why I oughta one of these days, Alice, pow, to the moon. For some people, that day be today. What happened? Look, nigga, pow to the moon, bitch. Pow to the moon. Man, tell me this bitch. Starsky and Hutch. I know that's right. That concealed, man, screw that shit. Nigga. Walk up on me if you want. Well, you ask her what happened. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. That instant, like, he hit me with a brick in my face. Well, what the fuck did you do? Nothing. He asked for my number and I said no. Okay, there you go. I mean, that's all I wanted to know. That was something. Now that cop, that female cop in New York, that was completely. There was no interaction at all. Some dude just walked up with a bottle and cocked her in the back of the head for nothing. This dude did it for nothing. He thought he had a justifiable reason. But no. What happened to you? He hit me with a brick. Well, what did you do? I just told him no, he can't have my number. All right, now I'm on a manhunt. I ain't gonna be like, what happened to you? He hit me with a brick. But what happened? I fucked this homeboy and he caught me and then I ran outside and I slashed his tires and when I was leaving his house I ran over his dog. Well, I'm gonna leave it at that. And all he did was hit you with a brick. Oh, you'll be alright. The swelling to go down. The swelling will go down. He ain't fraction nothing, did it? You be alright. He caught you sucking his homeboy dick. And you slashed the tire so he couldn't chase you. But you accidentally killed his dog. Oh, man. Now, some shit like that, you know? But, she wouldn't give me her number. Man, we about to roll you. I'm about to roll you so tight, bro. Like a pin joint. I'm about to roll this nigga up. Yo, somebody help me fold this dude real quick. I'm gonna fold your ass like laundry, bro. Cause she said what? Nah, nigga, come here. Let me talk to you, buddy. Come here, buddy. No, you. Right, yeah, you. Come here. Mr. Brickman. Now we about to do some real masonry work, nigga, because you want to know what it feels like to get smashed in your face with a brick, bro? And if nobody out there at that time didn't do anything to this man, we see where we fell as a culture and as a society in general. Because this motherfucker should not have been able to walk home or drive home, and he shouldn't have been able to walk that evening. He should have been carried out somewhere. He should have been in the ambulance beside her going to the ER. I don't wanna go to jail for a long time like that, man, doing something terribly bad to people, but man, look, man, it's the principle, bro. I'm claiming self-defense. This is all hypothetical, everyone. She was a straight troublemaker. Ah. See, all I seen, I'm not gonna lie, yo. All I seen was the first clip that I seen was her in a hospital with her fucking head swollen. She was crying like, "Who deserves this? Who the fuck deserves? I've never done nothing to nobody. I've never done anything to anybody." And then I was like, I didn't even know what. I thought maybe it was a lover's quarrel and her boyfriend beat her up real bad or something. And then like the next day, I seen the other video and it was like almost immediately after the incident because it already happened, but they were like in a dark park. It was dark outside. And they were in a parking lot somewhere or something. And then I only watched like a split second of it. I was like, oh, that's that same chick from the hospital. I just passed it. But if there's more video, I wouldn't mind seeing what happened right before that brick landed. You a troublemaker, and still though, like, oh man, that's dangerous, bro. You could have fractured that girl's skull and killed that. But you killed somebody with a brick. You killed somebody with a spoon. And you might not even kill them with the lick, but if you hit a motherfucker hard and knock them unconscious on their feet, and they fall outside on some concrete, smack they skull, man. Look, bro, that's only be trying to, man. Like you say, I'm gonna get my concealed. I'm gonna wait till you throw a couple of swings at me, then I'm gonna pop. Cause I'm not trying to fight you. Do this shit legally real quick. Cause if you do fight, I say, man, look. I know one of the most brutal ass whippings I seen, man. My cousin beat this dude up one time, yo. And I know a lot of people have seen it before, but I see this shit once too. Knocked this dude out, like on his feet. Knocked him out. His eyes was closed when he was falling. Boom, hit the ground. My cousin got over him, hit him again, woke his ass up, and hit him again. Looked like he went back to sleep. I was like, what the fuck, yo? You knock him out, wake him up, knock him out. I ain't never seen no shit like that, man. Yo, that dude he could just never live that shit down after that, yo. Yeah, for not doing nothing. Cause man, you can roast her with the palm of your hand, bro. You could have just roasted her with the palm of your hand. I know somebody just shared it. I know where I could probably find that shit at.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody.
See, I didn't even see how they edited with her slapping dude. All I seen was her in the hospital crying. That's the only one I seen. And now, I didn't know she was going around slapping people and twerking. Yeah, that's crazy though. Yeah, we got the one cop on camera fucking a prostitute in broad daylight. Yo, in broad daylight. In by the park. I can't find a different video. Oh no, I'm gonna look for somewhere that girl getting slapped later though. Ah. G.I. Joe. Once again though, a brick though, homie. Damn, bro. You that's real damage, man. You like I said, you could have fractured that bitch skull. Because technically, but not even technically, her and whoever hit her can get charged with assault. Like, you literally just slapped the shit out of some strange dude. Almost slapped his glasses off his face. That's straight assault. What have I ever done to anybody? That's the only clip I seen. Oh, I just saw what you did. You deserve something, but you know, not that, but not far from it, but not that. Cause I couldn't have you just randomly walk up and slap. No, shorty. And that's because she looks like she's young. Of course she's young doing shit like that, but that's a very hard lesson that she learned. She learned it one of the hardest ways. But that's it. That's a wrap right there. She learned her shit. Bet you won't ever do that shit again. Now, damn, that video I just played, I think Blunt Movie just sent me that. Now I gotta go back and read the comments and see who's feeling sympathetic for her. Because look, shorty, you might not get no sympathy off of this one. And you want to post that shit all over social media, crying, saying you ain't never did anything to anybody, but now the other video comes out. Now, what is your rebuttal for this other video of you clearly slapping the fire out of somebody? Can you explain that away? Because you've never done anything to anybody at all. You're just a good Christian girl. I don't even know how to twerk. Well, this video says otherwise. It's a deep fake. That's not even me. That wasn't even me. I wasn't even near. No, I don't even have shorts like that. Well. We victim blame again. I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. Is you is or is you ain't my baby? Somebody said charge it to Credit Karma. That video only got 2 comments on it. I know the original video got hella fucking videos. Alright, I gotta run out one more time.
KK Bandy.
Which one was it? Is it this one? No? It is this one, right?
governments and their handlers are basically expediting everything. It seems like they have put everything on fast track. And I want people to
They're in the United States Army. Come on, the Army is the worst branch of them all. Let me break it down, okay? I am a veteran of the United States Army. Come on, the Army is the worst branch of them all. Let me break it down, okay? If you're really smart, you join the Air Force. And by really smart, let's not get crazy here. I'm talking about in the pool of people who joined the military. We're not talking about Rhodes Scholars, right? If you're smart, you join the Air Force. If you're still kind of smart and horny, you join the Navy. If you had no dad or too much dad, you join the Marines. There was a heavy dad, either Hull or Waits. And then the Army, you know that thing in your kitchen sink that catches all the shit? And you bang it on the trash can? That's the Army. It's the most end-up place you could ever be. It's like the judge was like, this will make the DUI go away, so I'm here. What branch are you? Marine Corps. Too much dad, too little dad? Too little. Too little dad? I knew it would be one or the other. He wasn't going to be like, I had a perfect amount of father in my life. And for some reason, I still need to kill. I am a veteran of the United States Army. Did your grandmother ever do the game where he's like, and then he'll stick his thumb through his hand like this? Like, it was the nose he knew. I think most of us had the nose one. Did your grandmother? You know, Lucy Rush, Buzzards Catholic, any Buzzards Catholic? See, this is 100% what I asked. Is anybody Catholic? You only hear women go, woo! Woo!
me the other day. I pick up the phone and he goes, "You really want some 6'5", 300-pound man in a dress taking a piss next to your sweet little niece?" And I was like, "What's going on? Is she okay? What is happening?" And he goes, "Oh, this trans shit." I was like, "Oh, a little context would have helped, Dad." But I think it's so funny every time he describes a trans woman, he describes Shaq. It sounds like that's your fantasy, Dad. You really want some 7'2" piece of fast twitch juiciness? Sliding down a tennis skirt, pulling out a 12-inch hog. Next thing you know, I'm sucking them off and things finally feel right for the first time in my life. Is that the kind of world you want to live in, Brian? Happiness and acceptance? Not in my America. I am a veteran in the United States Army. Come on, the Army is the worst branch of them all. Let me break it down, okay? If you're really smart, you join the Air Force. And by really smart, let's not get crazy here. I'm talking about in the pool of people who join the military. We're not talking about Rhodes Scholars, alright? If you're smart, you join the Air Force. If you're still kind of smart and horny, you join the Navy. If you had no dad or too much dad, you join the Marines. There was a heavy dad, either hull or weight. And in the Army, you know that thing in your kitchen sink that catches all the shit? And you bang it on the trash can? That's the Army. It's the most end-up fucking place you could ever be. It's like, the judge was like, this will make the DUI go away, so I'm here. I loved drill sergeants. That was my favorite part of being in the military. They're so funny. Because when you go to basic training, you're so scared that they're the most squared away soldiers that are going to fucking turn you into a super... They're just alcoholic cokeheads. They get moved around like priests. The drill sergeants. But they're very funny because they're drunk. But you can't laugh at them because it's the military. It's so serious. But they're so funny. But like, okay, so when I was in basic, I was in 2003, and you know, when you're in basic training, they don't give you any news, right? Like, whatever they decide to tell you, that's how you get news. You're completely cut off from the world. So in 2003, the Supreme Court legalized sodomy. You know what I'm talking about? Ass sex, mouth, non-reproductive sex. So this is the news they decided to give us. They pull us to formation in basic training. The drill sergeant walks in, he goes, "Good news, homos!" I was like, "Go, what's happening?" That's a mixed message. It's good news, homos. The Supreme Court just legalized sodomy, so that shit you've been doing in the middle of the night is finally legal. And then he just walked away. That was my newspaper. Johnny Cash died when I was in the military. They pull us and they go, "Who here likes Johnny Cash?" I raised my hand. He goes, "He just fucking died. Get over it." And I laughed, because that's hilarious, right? And he heard me laugh, and he turns around and he goes, "Oh, you think I'm funny? Does that mean you want to fuck me?" And I was like, "I'm from the woods of Maine. I don't know how to deal in this environment." Like, what's the right answer? Am I supposed to go harder? Be like, "Hell yeah, I'll fuck the shit out of you, bitch." And they're like, "Promote this guy. He's got leadership capabilities." I hated the military. I hated it. I mean, I get free Denny's every Veterans Day. Don't worry about it. But I hated it. I hated it. I mean, were the pancakes worth it? I don't know. I hated the military. I was trying to get kicked out. I'm old enough. I was in during Don't Ask, Don't Tell. And I don't know if you guys know about this policy where it was like, don't ask if somebody's gay and please stop telling me I'm gay every 5 seconds. But like, I thought the Don't Ask, Don't Tell, I thought this was like a game show challenge. Where I was like, if I can get them to ask me, I get to go home, right? So I went to this is how old this story is. I went to a store and I bought paper pornography. I looked for I was like, I need the gayest porn I could find. I'm trying to get some questions asked, you know? So I got this magazine called Aussie Blue Boys. And it had in the centerfold what I can only assume is an Australian fella, given by the name of the title, laying on his belly, and his hard cock was coming out the back like an armadillo tail. And another gentleman was backing into him. Like, have you ever seen a refuel Air Force One mid-air?
Make it funny, bro. What the hell?
Backing into him. I was like, this is fucking perfect. So I had a connection at HHQ. I found out what a room inspection was. I laid it out on my bed, and I was like, this will get some questions asked. And the drill sergeant walked in, and he goes, what the hell is this? And I was like, almost there. I was like, is that any other questions? And he's like, what, are you gay now? I thought streamers were going to fall from the ceiling. I thought a leprechaun was going to come in with an honorable discharge, but instead he just made me do push-ups. He kicked me in the ribs. I did 2 more years. But I did eventually... I did eventually get out. They said I had a personality disorder. They said I had oppositional defiance disorder. They said I was so disagreeable it's a disease. I was diagnosed an asshole by an army doctor. The thing about oppositional defiance disorder is it's a real tough one to argue your way out of. So the more you disagree, the more it looks like you have it. Like the IG, he was like, we're going to have to cut you loose there, Loki. I said, why? He goes, you have a terrible attitude. I think you have oppositional defiance disorder. And I was like, I don't think I do. He's like, are you listening to yourself? I was like, oh, Magic Man says I have something. Now I have it. Suck my dick. Fuck you. And he's like, there's the defiance. Honorable discharge, officer. You're all still very fucking welcome. What branch are you in? Marine Corps. Marine Corps? Too much dad, too little dad?
Too little.
Too little dad? I knew it would be one or the other. He wasn't going to be like, I had a perfect amount of father in my life, and for some reason I still need to kill. I guess some of us just come out wrong. I do have to get out of here. I'll get out of here on this. I'm sober now, as I'm sure most people in this room are headed towards. But the thing about sobriety is that it just, the only thing that got better, if you're over 35 and you think about getting sober, don't fucking do it. There's no benefits. It's too late. I still wake up, thank you. No, I told my younger friend I hadn't drank in 2 years, and he's like, damn, dog, somebody needs to take their pills. Don't mean mug me after your alarm goes off. She looked at me like, oh yeah, you're gonna make a thing out of this? Sorry, it's my big night. Fucked up I gotta get out of here now. He fucked up my whole big night. I have to re-enlist and get a whole bunch of new stories. Alright, I've been Brian Vokey.
You cannot almost imagine the scale of this place. Through the AI deep learning model that we've developed with Dell Technologies, the AI is making it much easier for people to collect the data, analyze it, and provide it back to reef managers and scientists.
What's up, everybody? How we doing? All right. Yeah, this stage is very tiny, okay? Tiny stage, big man. This is what I look like every day. Thank you so much. It's good for comedy, right? Like when I walked up, everyone's like, this will be something. Something will happen while he's up there. But regular life, not so great. Like, I can't be incognito. Like, they're gonna remember me. I can't be an asshole to anybody. I'll show back up the next time, they're like, hey man, weren't you the guy who was like really rude to everybody here? No. And they're like, oh, so it was another guy who looks like Hagrid decided to become a house DJ? It's a different guy. It's a different dude. Like, I can't commit crime. They'll come over the APB line, they'll be like, yeah, we got a white male, kind of looks like one member of LMFAO, ate the other member of LMFAO. Yeah, we got him. He should have used a car. He's down the street. He's winded. I like flying, I like it. A lot of people don't like when I fly. Not smiling faces when I board the airplane. I don't give a shit, I love it. Now, when I board last. No matter what. I wait till they're about to close that boarding door and I'm like, no, friends, 1.5 more. And then I storm onto that airplane like I'm a bad guy wrestler from the WWE. I just come running that corner like, oh! Nobody's I'm the captain now. Travel with people when you do stand-up. You learn about people, you learn about stuff. I learned about this, sleep paralysis. Who knows what that is? Clap. You don't know what it is, it's a thing. Where somebody wakes up, their brain wakes up before their body. Their eyes open, they can sense everything happening around them. They can make a little bit of noise, but they are paralyzed in their body. I was traveling with my friend Tim, and he has this, and I didn't know what it was. And one night in a hotel at 4:30 in the morning, I awoke to him in his bed having a sleep paralysis episode. He's just laying there going, and I just got all my shit and left. I've seen this movie before. The demon has too. And I need to get out of here before it decides it wants something more delicious. I just went to Denny's, that's what I did. The demon never follows them to Denny's. Seeing a lady, my girlfriend, I love her very much. We've been sharing rooms, sleeping in the bed together. Oh yeah. And she's got like a thing. She's got a thing that she has to have. And what it is she has to sleep on the side of the bed that is furthest from the door. I have to be in between her and the door. And I asked her, hey, why is that? And she was like, oh, just in case a murderer breaks in. Looking for murder. And I was like, why do I have to die first? Does she think the guy's gonna break in and just start murdering me? And then she's gonna be like, well, let me just get out of your hair. Grab these two Siamese cats. You enjoy the big fella. I put him there for you. Because you're going to get a lot of murdering out of him. Anyway, adios. I was walking out of a house party. My buddy stopped me at the front door of the house party. Hey man, eat this edible. And I was like, no, thank you. I'll eat an edible at my house of my choosing when I'm safe. I like to be safe when I'm high. And he goes, it's just a 5 milligram edible. You'll be fine. And I was like, no, thank you. I don't want it. And then he went, bro. And then I just had to eat it. Just an infallible argument. I don't know why more defense attorneys don't use that. Your Honor, bro. Well, case dismissed. This guy's chill as fuck. Get the handcuffs off him. So I eat it to appease him. I eat it. And then he goes, and that's a bad sign. Whenever someone offers you something to eat, and then you eat it, and then they laugh at you like a maniac, things probably aren't going to work out for you. He goes, actually, it was 150 milligram edible. Why? I was like, why did you do that to me? Was like, I didn't want you to leave the party. I'm like, so you poisoned me in order to kidnap me. That's 2 felonies in a row, Playboy. I'm about to call an Amber Alert out on myself. Also, on 150 milligrams, I'm leaving the party. I'm gonna be on the goddamn moon. a non-player character. I'm no longer the main character of this story. I'm just trying to stand out of everybody's way. Just leaned up against the wall trying to survive. It's not naked and afraid. It's high and alone. I don't know anyone at this house party except for my buddy, so that's it. I only know my assailants. And here's the thing, I gotta look. People want to come talk to me. They'll walk up, hey man, how's it going? The food is good here. Well, that guy ran out of words. That guy's run out of words. You can only do that for so long. I finally decided I have to escape. I run into the bathroom, and I get in there too quickly. I get into the bathroom, and I slam the door shut and lock it without turning the lights on. So I turn around, and the room is pitch black. And for a second, I thought that I quit existing. I just turned into pure energy. Started to drift away. I heard that song. I'm coming home, Daddy. My hand touched the tile wall, and I felt the cold. I'm like, people feel I must still be people. So now I'm looking for the light switches, and I find them, and there's 4. That's too many. I can't do all of them, it might kill me. Sensory overload. I decide on half. I do half of them, but I choose poorly. I got the fan and the heating lamp. So suddenly the room became red and hot, and I heard, like, oh my God, I've opened the portal to hell. I better get into the shower before the devil gets here. That's what I did. I just got into the shower with all my clothes on. Just rinse it off. Just making sure I'm nice and wet for the devil. The devil will want me wet. It'll help with the flames too. Mind you, I don't know anyone at this house party, and there's only one bathroom. And now there's a line of people. And they're knocking on the door, and I'm like, I'm not letting the demons in. You're gonna have to come get me, Lucifer. Drag my fat ass down there. Finally, the man who owns the house had to break into his own bathroom, where he finds me in the shower, soaking wet, with a red light on. And he's like, what the fuck? And I was like, food is good here. Tell the devil. Compliments to the chef. Sometimes the universe gives you a gift. I was in TGI Fridays in Tucson, Arizona. It's a great start to the story. And I watched a man get kicked out of that TGI Fridays for being too drunk. And that takes a lot. But while he was getting kicked out, he yelled this. He got pushed away from the bar, and he stood up and he went, "This ain't no Margaritaville!" And I laughed so hard, pasta shot out of my nose. That's the funniest thing you can yell when being kicked out of a Fridays. This ain't no Margarita! He was fighting it. He would not leave. They had to call the cops on this guy. The police show up to remove him. And that's when I realized he was a genius. Because the cops were putting handcuffs on him, and he yelled this. He went, "This guy's got a gun!" And it confused the entire restaurant. Everyone was like, why does someone have a gun in here? That doesn't make any sense. Even the cop was like, I have one, but I'm supposed to have it. It's my gun. I got the badge and everything. Y'all are funny. I like drinking. Anybody else drinking? I tequila. No more tequila for me. Yeah. It transforms me. Not good for me. Like a shot of tequila is like a full moon. I transformed from a mild-mannered fat man into a maniac. Just running around the bar at the end of the night, biting people like, you're an alcoholic! Scurry off into the woods. Wake up the next morning just covered in Taco Bell wrappers. There's a half-eaten deer in my bed. How does this keep happening? My roommate's like, I don't know, you carried it up the stairs in your jowls. Looks like you hunted it down in the night. If you're at your house and it's past 2:30 in the morning, don't leave. There's nothing out there for you. I made a mistake. I did that. It was a Sunday night, 2:30 in the morning. My roommate went, taco? And before he could say bell, we were driving the car. I was in that fucking car. I blacked out. I was driving the car. Shooting a normal Taco Bell adventure. We pulled up, got the little machine box. I was like, we'll have 2 gorditas. We'll have 2 chicken quesadillas. Here's many of those styrofoam churros that you can shove in the bag. And then the machine box was like, I was like, that's exactly what we'll have. Thank you so much. That sounds fantastic. Pulled up to the next one, another lady working the register. I hand my credit card to her. She swipes it, hands it back to me. Then she disappears into the bowels of the Taco Bell to create our food. Because she's probably alone at this point, right? 2:30 on a Sunday. It's her, maybe one other person. And then me and my roommate were just sitting there looking at ourselves. We both look up at the same time. And blocking the drive-thru exit with his body was a man. Wearing a tattered black mechanic's jumpsuit, black leather gloves, and a box on his head with eye holes. And when we made eye contact with him, he began barking at us like a dog. And I was like, oh no. We're in a horror movie. We're the 2 stoners who die in the beginning. Main character's in the car behind us. She's gonna see it all happen. And then Boxhead will chase her for 2 to 3 movies. We're about to get fucking murdered. I panic. I start to roll my window up. Hopefully he's allergic to glass. It's just one weakness. That's right when the woman's returning with her food. Mostly rolled up window. Not how drive-thrus work. So she goes, what are you doing? What are you doing? In the crack, I had to be like, I'm sorry. There's a maniac. Please fucking help us. Please fucking help us. And the woman casually leans her head out the window, looks the man up and down, and then leans back into the Taco Bell and goes, hi, all. The guy's back. He's back! Garbage can Michael Myers has returned. Homeless Jason, this is his Taco Bell. 18 years ago, there was a murder. Also, how terrible is Kyle's life? He works the late shift at Taco Bell on Sundays. And now he has to go outside and fight a murderer for minimum wage. I watched the kid walk out. He couldn't have been more than 18 years old. Broom over his shoulder. Like he just stepped off a chopper into Vietnam. He didn't know how to use the weapon. He walked up with the broom, just started to pet him. Boxer took the broom, threw it across the street. Kyle's like, oh no, my weapon's gone. So he turned to run, but he's wearing those shitty black sneakers you have to wear. And one just came the fuck off. Boxhead, not a slow killer, just tackles him straight into these tall bushes. Boom! And he's just fucking him up. The bushes are shaking like a velociraptor is attacking a human. And then the lady just hands me my bag of food like nothing is happening. And me and my roommate drive slowly past a murder He's just checking for the items. So they got the gorditas. Quesadillas are hit. Oh my, so many of the styrofoam churros. Kyle's dead. That man was murdered. They folded his uniform up into an American flag. And they brought it home to his mom's house. Live Moss. For Kyle no longer lives Moss. Go after this, I am. I did drugs during the pandemic. Anybody else drugs during the pandemic? My buddies hit me up and they were like, dude, we have to do mushrooms before the world ends. We have to. We gotta do them. We've never done mushrooms before. Can you get us mushrooms? And I was like, do you guys have any idea how much mushrooms cost? And they were like, no. I was like, of course I can get you mushrooms. I'm your fucking guy. It's $1,000 a gram. Time for tough. Got the mushrooms, everybody. We took them. We were having a great time. But one guy started to freak out. I could tell. He was just staring at a blank white wall for too long. And I was like, hey, buddy, you okay? He turned around and he had tears in his eyes. He was like, this painting is making me feel sad. And I was like, ruh-roh. We're in trouble. I was like, I feel different. I feel different on the inside. I'm not sure if I'm going to be okay. Am I going to be okay? And I was like, bud, you're in a room full of people who care about you. Just have a sip of water. Everything's going to be fine. You're going to be fine. But what I actually said was, run! Fuck that guy. He gave me a 150 milligram edible at a house party one time. Hey, that's the bitch. And an elephant never forgets. Thank you guys so much. Everybody stay safe.
Flight by Yingling. Low carb, low calorie, more taste. The next generation of light beer.
Cuz, you sure you should be eating that much meat before a show? Cuz meats and sweets is what I need to feed my bitch hips. It's just how I roll.
Excuse me, you know where the nearest farmer's market is?
Farmer's market? There's no farms. You're in New York. It's just Puerto Ricans and pizza.
Stop microaggressing us.
What do you say? Microaggressive?
Microaggressive.
Yeah, when you masturbate, do you just go... Chris! Whoa! What are you doing out here? You should be inside getting ready. Whoa! Chaz Palminteri? I told you I know Chaz Palminteri. This kid's everything I like. Chaz, thank you so much for introducing me. You know I love you, babe. The show is going to be great tonight. It's going to knock your socks off. I promise you that.
I can't see the show, Chris. I'm headed over to see Arcade Fire do a secret show in Bushwick. I'll see you fellas at the venue.
Yeah.
Wheatgrass. Cleans you out.
Brooklyn has changed. I want to cry. Because I play show.
Hey, what do you say there? How are you? And she's got the phone out right from the beginning. We say don't take the phone out, and she's got to take it out. She still has it out. This is young people. I need some content. I need content for my page. So all these fucking people I don't know still like me. I need to get some content. What is it? What is it about your page that makes you special? What are you saying to the world with your brand? You know what's fucking hilarious? By the way, I'm just going to walk around through this podcast. At some point I will get tired because I am old. And I will sit down. And it'll be a sad moment that will remind all of you of your fucking mortality. You ever do that? You ever go see a band from your fucking age? You know? And you're like, it's gonna be great! I'm gonna go see the fucking Scorpions! Right? The guy comes out, he looks like Richard Simmons now. And you're like, hey, I thought Richard Simmons stopped fucking helping out fat old people. I love that Richard Simmons retired or got held captive by some people who got control of his money. Whatever you want to believe happened to him. But all I know is he's done with sweaty fat people on cruises. You know?
Ever get tired of being at the bottom of the tower? What's standing in our way? Just the biggest condenser in Chicago. Chicago's a violent city, Tim. Right now, we just look down and find each other while we expand our territory. And then when nobody's looking, we slide right on in. Watch grip well. We seize this moment, it'll get us closer to becoming a connect.
This is linchpin to bringing down all of these gangs.
I want eyes on him.
We'll make it very far.
We can't keep going. What the hell we gonna do now?
I might have to take a bathroom break real quick.
We can build a train so big.
We're in West Hollywood right now. Can you think of a sadder third chapter to your gay life? And to be on a fucking cruise ship with a bunch of fat, straight old people trying to get them to sweat to the oldies? What fucking respectful gay man dances around to Bill Haley in the comments? It doesn't happen. How can you roofie a curious teen with a 1, 2, 3 o'clock? That's not what you do. It's got to be that, right? It eases you into this sexual assault. Are you saying all gay men sexually assault people? No. But some of them do. And that is true progressive thought. Realizing that there's creeps with dicks in all gender, fucking whatever you're supposed to say. Whatever the fuck you're supposed to say. You know what's funny right now is watching the hardcore left walking away from their hardcoreness. You know? After they fucking took out so many innocent people. Now they're doing their new thing is like, nobody got canceled. What are you talking about? Oh, God, another old person saying we can't even say this. It's like, no, you did do that. You did do that, you fucking cunts. Right? That is what happened. That is what happened. Right? It all happened. It all rollerbladed. We all told people they had to get vaccinated. And liberal left people flipped out if you didn't say they. And they tried to fucking end you. That's what they did. That is what they did. Now they're like, what are you talking about? Like your parents, right? When you go home for Christmas. And you're like, you know, every day you called me a dumb cunt. And it really affected my self-esteem. And they're always like, what? I never said that. You're crazy. Jesus Christ, just have some casserole. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird when your parents die, right? And you don't even cry. You know? You just feel more like it was like an old roommate that you lost touch with. It is like an old roommate. Who has an old roommate that ever taught him how to ride a bike? They didn't. If you have bare parents, they didn't do that either. So when they die, it's just sort of weird. Like, oh yeah, whatever happened to that guy? We're here at the Troubadour. How about a round of applause for this legendary venue? Elton John took a shit in that actual toilet up there. That's how he came up with that album title, whatever it was called. Brown Derby and the fucking choo-choo train going up your buttocks. What did he call it? I saw him when I was in Vegas. It was fucking amazing. The guy came out, had no opener, played like 3 hours of nothing but #1 hits, right? But at the end of every song, what he does, because he's so fucking old now, and he can't do anything, he just, you know, the piano, whatever that fucking doorway is, that trap door on top of the piano. I'm not an audiophile. I don't know what the fuck it's for. What he would do at the end of the song, he fucking, you know, hey, it's Saturday night, but I did. He fucking and he would just slam it down. And then he fucking stared. He'd mean mug the crowd. And everything, yeah! Fucking Elton John, man! And I was like, why does he keep doing that? And then I saw him walking. And I was like, oh, that's why. That's why. No, actually what happened was I went into John Varvatos. Because that's what, you know, any dad, any old dad, that's where you shop, of a certain age, that sort of has a punch, you know, but doesn't think they're that fat, right? You go when you buy a cool shirt. They had a picture in there of him in the 70s, and he was literally slamming down his hands on the piano, and his feet were all the way behind his head, and he was wearing like 4-inch like wooden clogs before slamming down on his fucking hips. And I was like, oh, that's what happened. He did that for 3 decades on coke. And that's why he now walks like he used to be a fullback on the Steelers. Dude, he just fucking walked across us. It's like, you know what? I believe that this is the farewell tour. I don't see this guy coming back. You know? And I'll say that's a compliment to him. All right? When you play piano and at the end of all of it you walk like Earl Campbell, I knew that wasn't going to land as hard as I wanted to, right? Who was Earl Campbell? He was 2.5 Bo Jacksons, like welded together.
Down, you still they are. You don't wanna be gangster trying to play hard. Down, you still they are. You don't wanna be gangster trying to play hard.
Anyway, so I wore my jean jacket here. This is what you do when you're a man of a certain age and you're going out to a rock venue. I'm wearing my jean jacket so people know that I'm still rocking, you know? I'm going to stop short of putting my favorite band things on it because then it becomes sad. It becomes like really like a sad thing. Speaking of sad, this is like one of these fucking benches that's perfect for a homeless guy to lay down on. You know what I mean? And you get mad when you show up like, God damn it, I wanted to sit down. And they're always sitting there. Like, you ever just have like a shit fucking week and you hate your life and you don't love the person that you're with anymore, but too many holidays are coming up and you can't break up with them? You know, or maybe they have like a birthday and you just gotta go through the motions again as you're staring at that blank part of the card, trying to write down emotions you don't feel anymore. And all you... And all you want to do is lay down. Right? All you want to do is fucking lay down. And then you come up and you just see that fucking homeless guy just laying there like the middle of the day on like a Tuesday. And you pull up in your Acura with the special sports package. All the trappings of a fucking cubicle, right? And you just look over at him going like, fuck, I'd love to do that right now. You know, that's when your life sucks, when a homeless guy on a Tuesday afternoon can make it look good. Like, what if I just tapped out of society? You know? I'm sure I could find an off-ramp that there's not another homeless guy at. That seems to be where you make your money, the off-ramps. The longest red light in LA, the off-ramp or the 101. As someone just sits there, he's looking at you, a dog's looking at you. Occasionally there's a baby, and you're like, all I got's a 20. It's like, I care like $5. I don't care $20. This could get me 1.5 gallons of gas. Thank you, Joe Biden. I love how people still blame ties for gas prices, and not the fact that we print $1 trillion with nothing behind it every August. This is liberals. This is fucking Donald Trump. Oh, is that what it is? I thought it was 10 cunts in the Federal Reserve with suits, right? Can somebody explain to me why the president just doesn't send the army over there with guns and walk in and be like, yeah, this is over. This is over. We don't owe you any money. You guys can all go fuck yourselves. And it's our currency again. And we say it's worth something. Right? You guys left me on that. What are you all, economists? That's actually not how it works. What you gotta have is you need a valuable metal. But what gives gold value? Excellent question. Let's go to the fucking blackboard. That's when you know you're in deep shit. You gotta take that required economic class. The fucking guy's all excited about it. He literally sounds like he's speaking a different language. He's like, there's no way I'm gonna pass this class, right? I have a better chance of banging the hottest chick in this class than I do of getting any sort of respectable fucking grade. Sorry, I am in a mood. My shoulder's fucked up again. Went right back this way, you know, it happens. Yeah, I was fucking rubbing one out. I got into it. I used the lotion, my hand flew off my dick. I just felt like lightning, you know what I mean? My balls are blue, my fucking shoulder hurts. This is what it is. They don't make an icy hot for that, do they? This game, you're not ready for it. Icy hot. Is that the dumbest fucking thing ever? There's so much shit out there. All it does is just numb it, and then it wears away. Those guys are drug dealers. I need another icy hot. I can feel the pain in my back again. Have you ever thought about maybe getting a massage, you dumb fuck? You guys don't like massages stuff? Is it too gay for you? I hate when somebody asks me, you know, my masseuse unfortunately passed away, the great Diana Linden. So I've been looking for a new one, right? So I'm calling up my agent because they represent all these fancy fucking people. So I'm like, all right, fancy people like massages. Who do you got? And the guy sends me the email back. He goes, we got some people. Do you prefer a man or a woman? Right? It's like, ah, Jesus Christ. What the fuck do you think? Of course a woman. No, get me some hairy, bald guy with fucking hair coming out of his ears. Of course I want a woman. Right? Exactly. You want a woman to touch you, and then, you know, you can think in your head, maybe she likes me. You know? Maybe there's something else at the end of it. It never happens, right? But it's the hope. I like to have hope during a massage, not horror, right? Not the Travolta ending, you know? I want the, not to say there's anything wrong, You know what's funny? I was coming down here the other day, and there was, you know, some, you know, gay bar down there, total sausage fest, right? And they had them like fucking boxed in. There was nobody on the sidewalk, and there was like 80 gay guys all just standing like this inside this fucking. It's like, evidently that's the place to be. Yeah, I was riding with my wife. I go, look, old Cockenpfeffers is fucking jammed tonight. If I ran a gay bar, that's what it would be called. Cockenpfeffers. I'm a Bugs Bunny fan. I don't know what. Hello around the world. Huh? No, the camera's not you, you self-involved Hollywood people with your hot tubs up there banging babies and drinking the blood so you can stay younger. That's what the rest of the world thinks. They're all like, that's what they're doing. You know what else I heard? What's going on in mainland China? Risking your freedom to watch this ignorance. How are you? No, I get people from mainland China. How's it going? With dreams of hopping the fence and going to Hong Kong, right? Do they have a Beijing Wall or something like that over there? I don't know. I grew up in American public schools. They didn't teach me that stuff. They only taught me about the powdered wigs people. And that's why I think black people are prone to violence and never assimilated. I love love when white people say that. Oh, they're proud of fucking place. Have you ever fucking on your own? Just read about 1865 to about 1892, the accomplishments of white people. And kind of fucking people. Oh, it got serious. It got serious in here. All right, how do I get out of that? All right, let's talk about. I hate when people interview you. They go, you get away with a lot. You get away. No, I don't. I don't get away with anything. You're presuming that what I'm saying is meant in a malicious way. It's not true. Jesus, how fucking old do they think I am that I have I have my jean jacket on and a t-shirt. Oh my God. Preachers always have these, you know? That's because they know coming through that door is the IRS in any minute. They're just like, and Jesus wants you to have that F-250 that you don't even need. He wants you to have it. He wants you to pay me all in cash, so I don't have to claim most of it. Anyways, I don't know why. I've been thinking about this lately. Is there anything funnier than watching somebody kick a little dog? Watch it just go flying across the fucking room. I don't mean like an innocent little dog that was just laying there sunning itself like a homeless man on a bench. I don't mean that. I mean like an asshole that doesn't realize how little it is. I had a dog like that. We used to always have West Townland Terriers when I was a kid. We had one that fucking bit everybody, even us. You know, because we used to tease the shit out of it. We used to just fuck. We used to play the glove game and fucking, yeah, face wash it. I know. Hey, it was the 80s. This is what you did. You got a pet to take out your frustration from the lack of love you were receiving from everyone around you. That's what happened. Maybe if we were loved more, we would have pet the dog. Rather than coming at him with a wiffle ball bat, giving him a fucking jab like he was on some sort of terrier death march. Right? So this thing, you know, whenever a stranger came into the house, without question, it just went up and bit him. Because it was like, well, if these people who are supposed to be loving me and are taking care of me are acting like it's the NHL playoffs, giving me a face wash every day, what the fuck is this complete stranger gonna do? So the fucking dog would just, you know, I had to lock it up, this little terrier. One time, my buddy showed up. We were going to some Bruins game or something. He came in, I remember he had the fucking short Larry Bird shorts with the fucking socks up to here and like white Reeboks. And he just came walking in and my dog just came walking. And my buddy, laziest dude ever too. Big beer belly like he was in his 50s. Never even broke stride. He's like, hey, Birdman, what's up? He just punt the thing. And the dog literally like frisbeed across the kitchen and landed and had to like regroup, you know, and it was still barking like, but it wasn't charging anymore. It was great. It was like seeing the day the hot chick realizes she's not hot anymore, and now she has to fucking do the work of developing a personality. Like, how do you do that, right? And most of them don't. They don't develop a personality. They get Botox, and they go right to a steakhouse. They try to find some old guy in his 80s with a pocket square and a blue blazer, and they're like, I'll fuck that for the last 8 months of his life. I'll work my way into the will, right? I don't want to work. If I wanted to work, I'd have all original parts, right? Rather than these aftermarket titties, you know? And this Brazilian butt lift. At some point, I am going to fucking talk about, I'm going to talk about universe. Okay? For those of you around the world, out here in LA, there's 2 theme parks. Okay? You have Disneyland, right? Which is the one you want to go to. All right? They know. I'm going to sit down for this so you guys know that this is coming from the heart. Okay? Plus, also, I have to wipe my brow because I just took. Jesus wants you to go to Disneyland. The devil is in Universal.
People who really rule you. Most of them are faceless bureaucrats you've never heard of. One of the most common misconceptions in our time is that we're responsible more or less for the whole world in perpetuity. The founders begin from a premise of non-interference in the affairs of other nations, unless that country poses a direct threat to them. The modern bureaucracies, they would say that it's impossible to stake out a successful foreign policy that sticks so closely to that of the American founders in a complex world where America has all these responsibilities. And their view is you either agree with them or you stay out of their lane. Foreign policy always has to protect the nation and the people, but also American foreign policy, it has to protect our equal natural rights. I worked in both the George W. Bush and the Donald J. Trump White Houses, both times at the National Security Council. These people who are running the federal bureaucracies have more power than the people whose names you know who are supposedly running American foreign policy. In this course, I'll be talking about the principles and the practice of American foreign policy, the history, key events, and a proper understanding of what the American founders intended and how we've departed from it. The story of American foreign policy is a story of rising size, power, influence, along with rising ambition. And I hope to give you the tools to steer your government in productive directions. I'm Michael Anton. This is our course on American foreign policy. Let's begin.
In all these regions, we too have a very big stake.
Are eating healthier? Meet Ka'Chava. Ka'Chava is the world's healthiest all-in-one meal shake. A complete meal in seconds to keep you going for hours. It's made with over 70 plant-based superfoods and nutrients, giving you all your essentials in one delicious meal. Cheers!
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's yummy. Thank you.
Just water, 2 scoops, blend and go. Putting you in control of your nutrition to improve your well-being, fuel your body and mind. Only the highest quality plant-based ingredients. Made for health-conscious people on the go. It's a simple change in your daily routine to kickstart a healthier way of life. It's amazing what you can do when you eat healthy and feel your best. Join thousands of happy customers using Ka'Chava to achieve their health goals. It all starts with changing what you put into your body. Click the link and start today.
The manager's here right now. Don't trash Universal. Don't still trying to sell the movie. Wattel's still trying to sell that movie. This is actually a terrible couch. It's very slick and it's shallow. This it's actually depressing, you know, like you're slowly getting older, going into the fucking ground. Or maybe it's my posture. So anyway, Universal, it's like they're making shit on the lot, and then up top, the people that go to their movies, they have all of these fucking rides that you go on. So every once in a while, a new ride opens up. And if you have kids, your kids want to go on it. So the new Mario World ride opened up, and we went there, and my wife, I don't know what she did. Like, she always buys the VIP shit. She goes, don't worry. She goes, we have the VIPs, you know, we can just fucking go in. But our VIP shit didn't count on the new ride. They're like, yeah, that doesn't count. I'm like, what are we talking about? We paid an extra $100 per ticket. They're like, yeah, that's for the other rides. You know? Do you remember Joe Dirt? You remember that? The Joe Dirt ride. You can get on that. Shout out to David Spade. The Joe Dirt ride. It's a fucking 69 Super B that does a loop-de-loop. You can say, I don't want to fucking go on that. Well, you wouldn't have to stand in line. There's no one in that line, you asshole. It's a fucking movie from 30 goddamn years ago. We have the Tango and Cash fucking water ride. It's good for that, but any of this new shit. So we go into like Mario World, And the first thing we got there early. We stand in line for this fucking ride. Dude, it was 2 hours and 40 minutes to get on the fucking ride. Dude, every time you thought you'd gone up the last flight of stairs and gone into the last room, there was no refreshments, no nothing. So people are getting dehydrated, and they keep bringing you outside the structure. I'm going, it's one of those fights you don't want to have with your wife in that line, because you can't walk away, right? You're just standing there. You don't want to start anything. And I'm just sitting there thinking, like, what? Didn't you got the fucking goddamn shit? You know? You always know where the best shit is. How did you fuck this up? Right? I was like the dad in Poltergeist, you know? You moved the gravestones, but you didn't move the bodies! Why? That's what I wanted to do. You got VIP tickets, but it didn't count on this shit, right? So 2 hours and 40 fucking minutes standing in line. It was so bad in the beginning, I felt for everyone around me, going like, how can you do this to these hardworking Americans? This is fucking terrible to run a business like this. People come here, they're with their kids, people are crying. Dude, is this like a recycle couch? Was this made out of like plastic bottles or something? By some hipsters in Silver Lake? It's made out of tents from tent cities, and then we got them new shit. So standing in line going like, how the fuck can you fucking do this to people? This is what, within an hour of that, I just hated everybody. And I was like, you know what, these fucking people deserve it. Look at a bunch of fat fucks standing here, fucking cunts in front of me. They cut us. They did this thing where they sort of like saw how long the line was. And they say it was like going all the way that way. They sort of got to like, it was like, only like 5 or 10 groups of people. They kind of went like, what is that the line? Is that like the line? And they were just fucking in it. And like, that was like an hour of my life. But why didn't I say anything? I didn't say anything because they all outweighed me by at least 120 pounds. Now, morbidly obese, in their 20s, prime of their life. Should be running down the beach like they're in Baywatch, carrying that little thing, whatever that thing was for. Like, what was that thing? That little football? I'm in the ocean. That's what I'm going to hang on to. You're going to put it in your teeth and fucking swim back with your big fucking heavy fake 90s titties. Like, we're not going to go down to the ground. You might as well put cement shoes here, right? So we finally get into like this room. They're like, okay, everybody, get ready to fucking do it. And they bring us like a whole group of us. They're like, come on, everybody, I see space. I see space. Keep walking in. All right, we're like in that trash compactor thing from the movie you guys like, right? The fucking Star Wars. Right? Yeah, buddy. Fucking Star Wars, man. Fucking live long with Chewbacca and your Buck Roger meaty shit, right? So, there will be one person that comes up, oh, that's Star Trek. They do that in Star Trek, all right? Star Trek is may the force be with you, right? Is that how they do it? Oh, wait, that's Hitler. It's hard. It's hard to keep them all, keep track of all of them. That's an expression in my house when, like, you're not dealing with the issue, when you're not actually dealing with the issue at hand, and you're trying to argue something else. That's an expression in my house. So, you know what you're doing right now? You're defending Hitler's mustache. What? Charlie Chaplin had it? W.C. Fields? Just ignoring these 6 million Jews that were killed. Let's make this about the mustache. It was in style. Reginald Van Gleason had a longer version of it. So anyway, we get into the fucking trash compactor room, and then we're standing, and the door closes behind us, and there's no fucking ride. So now it's like claustrophobic. We're in there with all of these people, right? I can't believe like cargo pants are coming back again, right? Is that really going to be a thing? It is. Okay. I survived them in the 90s. You're never going to use all those pockets. I'm just letting you know, there's never going to be a reason. Even with your vape pens and your fucking weed, there's going to be no reason to have all of those pockets, right? You're not going on safari, right? commandeering some indigenous people to lead you through the jungle, right? Now that you need their help, you see them as human beings. Afterwards, you'll leave and you're content to have them make your sneakers for the rest of your lives. Oh, the bronies showed up today. I care. You know what it is about me? I just feel feelings. I feel them. You know, when someone else is in pain, I feel their pain. But I continue to buy those sneakers. But I do feel bad. I feel bad about what is going on. So we get in this fucking room, and then this old woman, right? She's got like the drive-through microphone. She's like, all right, everybody's in. Okay. And we've been waiting for 2 hours and 40 minutes, and she has the fucking balls to go, all right, you guys ready to ride the Super Mario ride? And the parents are like, yeah! Yes, we are! That was the entire purpose of this exercise. And you know the deal. When somebody says, are you ready? No matter how much you say you're ready, it's never enough, right? So we're standing there. She's like, oh, come on! This is the Super Mario ride! You could do better! Are you ready to ride the Super Mario ride? And everybody's like, with the last bit of fucking hydration we have in our body, we're like, yeah! Yes, we are! Tell me where the dick is and I will suck it! Please! Let this part of my life end! Right? And then guess what happens? Nothing! Nothing, because the ride has not arrived on the other side. So now she has to filibuster, and she's not good at it. Going like, this ride took over 75 fucking hours to whatever the fuck she was saying. And then it ends, and she starts again. All right, I hear it. I hear it. And she's like, are you guys ready? I remember there was this giant guy with this head that weighed as much as my body. And I could see him standing over everybody. And I just saw the side of his face in the complete lack of synapses firing. And he's like squinting. And she was going like, are you fucking ready? Are you ready to get the fucking Mario ride? And he was just like, just opened his mouth and exhaled. It was like, right? And then she did it. She had the balls, the fucking cojones to do it again. She's like, hey, say you're fucking ready. And finally, this one dad, who the only person with self-esteem left, just went like, yeah, we've been waiting for 2.5 fucking hours. Right? He didn't say fuck. She had the balls to be like, what? And he goes, we've been waiting for 2.5 hours. And I hated myself that I didn't say, yeah. Exactly. What do you think we're doing here? This is a horrible experience. Not worth the wait. We realized that an hour and 10 minutes in, but there was no way to get out.
Alright guys, I'm out of here. Appreciate everybody stopping by, tuning in, and checking out the progress on the portraits. And I'll catch y'all next time.